Welcome to NFT Update. I'm your host, Deezy.
And I'm Justin.
And we come to you once a week with the breaking NFT news and the hot tips how to navigate this space.
Hot tips. I like it.
Hot tips.
So what is the new thing that we have been moving into?
Well, the biggest space we've seen with the largest gains, and we want you, the BitSquad, to get some real good gains here, is the Cardano NFT space.
CNFTs. That's right.
The CNFT space is blowing up. We're seeing a lot of Ethereum users onboarding onto the new chain. They're going through the whole steps, and we're going to break down the steps for you to get started.
I think one of the most important things, real quick before we get into that, is this network is super cheap to navigate.
Yep.
Unlike Ethereum, and the NFTs on Cardano right now are cheap. The average Joe can afford these NFTs.
Yeah, 100%. And I really have a prediction here. I think there's going to be a big Ethereum NFT whale, one of the big market makers, whether it's a Snoop, a Gary V, a Pranksy. I think one of these people are going to take the leap into Cardano, and then it's going to be just a cascading effect, a domino effect.
Yeah, we're still early because those people aren't in yet.
They're not in yet, and we're trying to get you in early.
That's right. Well, let's kind of tell the viewers, how do we get in? What's the first thing?
The first step. What's the first thing when you want to get an Ethereum NFT? You need your MetaMask wallet.
MetaMask wallet, yeah.
There's an equivalent on Cardano, and we've had really great experience with it. We think it's a great product. That's Nami.
Nami, the Nami wallet. I think I downloaded it first, and then I told Deezy about it. Super easy. It's an extension plugin for Chrome or Brave browser.
Yeah, and it's got all the same features as MetaMask, and some are even better and better suited for NFTs. And man, when you're using this wallet and you see your gas fee, your transaction fee, what's the average Cardano NFT transaction fee?
$1.
It's like
$1. It's very cheap. What I like to do though, so once you get the wallet, then you have to get ADA inside the wallet. The simplest way to do it, KuCoin. For me, it was KuCoin. I purchased my ADA on KuCoin, sent it right over, and it felt like it was there instantly. It showed up in my Nami wallet. Then I was ready to go. What's the next step?
Next step is you're going to want to buy them, right?
You go to OpenSea, right?
There is no OpenSea for Cardanos, but guess what? There's a really, really good equivalent.
All right, what is it?
JPEG Store, jpg.store. And it's got all the same stuff as OpenSea, and it's actually pretty fast and quick, too.
Yeah, and you can feel safe because it has the verified collections. It has all the background on the collections, the floor price. You can go from high to low on there. So you can feel safe. You can feel confident using it. And when you buy an NFT, just like when you buy one on OpenSea, it's instantly in your Nami wallet.
Yeah, and they have some of the same features with the properties, and you can check the rarity of each thing, and depending on the selection or the project coming out. But yeah, a lot of good stuff. Love JPEG Store. It's definitely my favorite Cardano marketplace.
Definitely.
All right, the next thing, you're looking at OpenSea. OpenSea has some really cool things, kind of like a Nansen, where you can look at the metrics. You can see the volume. You can see, what's trending, how's the last 24 hours, last 7 days. What do you like to use for Cardano metrics?
OpenCNFT, NFT, not OpenSEA, OpenC, letter C, NFT.io. But you're right. It has things like the metrics that I like to use are the volume chart. You can see you see when at number 100 on the volume ranking, and then you start seeing it creep up in the ranking. Well, then that project's actually getting some attention, and maybe you need to do some research and check it out and grab you a couple.
Real quick question. Why is high volume good for an NFT project?
Action. It's action. It's holders. It's people trading it. They might be selling it, they might be buying it, but there's action going on with that NFT. Just like with a token, when you see volume come up on a crypto token, that's a good chance. You better start paying attention.
All right, and the fourth final thing that we use to navigate this NFT space with Cardano NFTs, I like to check out rarities. And for Ethereum, I love rarity.tools. But let's just say if it's a Cardano NFT, rarity.tools isn't on there, so what would I use?
CNFT.tools. Letter C, NFT.tools. It has the same breakdowns as you would find on Rarity Tools. You can break down the color of the NFT, the background of the NFT, any accessories that it has, all the attributes and traits that you would find on like an OpenSea for ETH. You'll find it on CNFT.tools.
All right, and are you ready for a pro tip, BitSquad? One thing I like to do is I like to set my price parameters near the floor, and then click by ranking of rarity. And then you can see what's the floor price, of the floor price, what's the most rare? Oh, wow, look at that. That's a top 10% rarity. And then you start sniping.
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to add that to the playbook. To the
playbook.
NFT playbook. I want to add that one there.
Yeah,
that's really cool. Yeah. So, hey, you might ask, like, okay, what are some of the projects we're looking at? If you follow us on our other channel, which the link's in the description, NFT Update channel on YouTube, you'll know that we're really, really, really big on Boss Cat Rocket Club. Like, huge on it. We have a good feeling about that. The art's amazing. The utility's amazing. But by far, which is kind of similar in all CNFT projects, the community around that project is super positive.
Yeah, we definitely see it. I saw it with his tweets. I saw it with my tweets. The engagement is just off the charts. Very, very strong community. Definitely rising the ranks and just been smoking everybody when it comes to volume, too.
Yeah. Volume, everything. The community's super positive. I love that. The other thing that we just started getting into, and the reason I like this project, is this team behind this project is building another marketplace to compete with JPEG Store. And I love competition. That kind of brings out the best in a space is when there's healthy competition. This project is called Mutant Crocs. Anybody that holds one is actually going to have rev share from the marketplace. Imagine getting rev share from like OpenSea on ETH. You know how much volume comes in on OpenSea? It's huge.
Yeah, and these two projects, we're not sponsored. We actually just love the Cardano NFT space. We love exploring. We love doing the detective work. We love finding these like unpolished gems, shining them up for you guys, and then next thing you know, there's massive gains for everybody to be had.
That's right. Right now, the Cardano space, it's everyday Joe can buy these NFTs. They're not overpriced. You don't have to deal with heavy transaction fees. And it's super easy. We just kind of outlined everything you'll need to know if you want to get into the NFT space. Number 1, download a Nami wallet. Number 2,
JPEG.store.
Number 3, OpenCNFT if you want to check out what's kind of rising up in the ranks.
And if you like rarity, CNFT.tools. But one last pro tip for you.
What you got? Playbook action.
Yeah, a little playbook action. Now, the Mutant Crocs are great, but they also have the Mutant Toads, and they're a little bit cheaper. But you can't find them on JPEG.store. You got to do a little digging. Maybe a little OpenCNFT.io. That's a little tip. Those who want to do a little sleuthing, you can scoop it in a little bit cheaper.
That's right. Hey, as always, make sure you like this video, but also go follow us on our other channel, NFT Update, where you'll actually get way more information about the CNFT space and how hot it is.
Yeah, we're doing regular videos all the time. He's doing car records. I'm doing car records. So really great content, and I believe that's all we got time for.
I think
today.
that's
Are
it.
you going to toss it to me?
I'll dribble it and then toss it over.
Okay,
I might bounce it.
Okay,
I'm going
to do a bounce pass. Okay. Boom. Whoa, that was a pass. Pluto is a planet.